A few things to discuss this week, including severe chances on Thursday and also snow chances. Yes, snow chances for the weekend. First of all, Thursday, we're watching this low pressure move our way. We're going to lift a warm front across our area by the mid afternoon time frame, and a cold front comes crashing through later in the evening. That warm front in the afternoon is going to have to be what we're going to watch very closely. Models right now are not hinting at a very high severe threat. It's very low at this point, but we're still 2 or 3 days out from this being Tuesday right now. I'm making this about noon on Tuesday. Still a few days out from this with new models coming in every single about 8 hours or so, 6 to 8 hours. So looking at this, the warm front lifts. We're going to see an unstable air mass potentially develop. Looking at our instability on the surface, not very impressive amounts, but enough to get the job done. This is 5 o'clock on Thursday. Looking across the area, 796, 846. Some areas hitting 1,000. If we can get close to that 1,000 number, we could have a low end severe threat because it's on a warm front. The warm front in place there is going to allow the wind shear to be favorable for rotating storms. So we could be talking a low end severe threat, low end tornado threat, possibly. But again, it's too far out to tell this at this point. So we're going to say just keep an eye on it. Right now, no risk areas are going to be issued. Just going to let it play out, and we're going to bring you guys updates on this as it happens. One thing else to look at here is the NAM3, which allows us to look at the radar. What the radar could look like at that time. This is why we're not too concerned about at this point. This is 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock afternoon Thursday. We're going to see, or this model is seeing nothing really developing in Michigan. That cold front with this line of storms is not supported to move into Michigan. So if this changes, we'll update it. But as of right now, just something to watch and monitor. The ingredients are there, but we need a stronger trigger because the trigger of the warm front is a very weak warm front. So it's not going to guarantee storms, if that makes sense. So if the warm front strengthens or the timing of this speeds up, we could be talking a little bit better chances. So again, we're going to watch it and monitor as needed and update as needed. As for snow, looking this weekend, Sunday in particular, this is a GFS model. A little bit of excuse me, a little bit longer term model than the NAM. But looking at this low pressure centered over Ohio, that's going to lift due north, and by Saturday evening into Sunday morning, snow, some of which could be heavy, develops in the lower part of Michigan. Accumulation is still a little bit too far out to tell at this point, but something to watch, and maybe some accumulations could be possible since it's going to be at nighttime. So we're going to watch that closely as well. Some of these models, for example, kicking out upwards of 8 inches, but of course we're in April, almost May, so not all of that is going to stick. So just something to watch. Two things to watch in particular. We're kind of transitioning still into the spring to the summer type of phase, or should I say the winter to the spring type of phase. So we're going to have a lot of these systems kind of ride the line between precip of snow and rain. So again, something to watch here. So again, warm up on Thursday, mid 70s, sometimes low 80s, some places, should I say. And then on Saturday into Sunday morning, possible snow.